Well, hello there, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing Les Mills Core 52. Now this one was part of the latest releases that came out a few weeks ago, and I'm sure if you go to classes you've probably done it by now, so let's just get straight into it. Okay, this first one is the warm-up for the 30-minute version, and this was called Be My Lover. Now, I do really like this song. It is very energetic and uplifting. It is a little bit techno-y, but you know, by now, I love that. So, good start to that. Now, moves-wise, the first combo with the alternating leg drop to leg extension, it is a nice first combo, and it's also good for level 1s. It's not like too hard to get straight into it. I do like the triple pulse crunches with the punches in it. It sort of gets your pace up and gets you to feel nice and warm. The only thing I have with that is I find it's a little bit of a tight turnaround between the first combo to the triple pulse crunches. It's not very much time to explain it, so a lot of people don't get it on the first rep, but by, you know, a few times in it, everyone's understood it, so that's fine. Now the oblique knee drops are always good, same as the glute bridges with that leg extension combo, love all that. The only thing I don't really like is the C-crunch extensions, just because I feel like they are a little bit much for the warm-up. Like, I'd prefer to see them in like the second track, but also they're just very fast. Like you don't even have time to think about it, that you just go straight into it and it's like in, out, it's like, whoa, okay. But you know, it's a pretty good warm-up track, so I'll give it that. Okay, next up is Core Strength 1, and this one is called Run Wild. Now song-wise, I don't really like it. It's not really my taste of music. I also find it's very, very repetitive, but I don't know, I for some reason focus on some repetitive songs and others I don't mind, but this is one that I do mind about. So yeah, I'm not really a fan, but if you are, you know, props to you, go for it. Now choreography wise, I do really, really love the side planks with the big arm circles. It's a nice, slow and controlled movement, but even when it does speed up, it's still doable for everyone. Like, it's not leaving the level 1s out or behind or anything. It's such a good move. Like, I absolutely love the start of that. And even with the leg lift challenge in the end, it's still amazing. Like, one of the best moves in this track, definitely. Now, the only thing I find a little bit weird with this is the extended plank. Now, I understand the concept, but a lot of people, when they think of extended plank, you know, they put their hands out in front, but then they really push back and then everyone's butts lift, and you have to keep saying, you have to be very, very persistent, saying keep your butt down, because that's just a lot of people's thoughts is, you know, have your hands out in front, which means sit your butt up, which it doesn't. But, you know, it's a little bit weird in that sense, and I find not a lot of people just, they don't enjoy that move. But, you know, like, if you're persistent on it, it's fine. But I do like the rest of the track, and the moving plank with the scorpion leg lift is also really good. But yeah, I like the length of the rounds. I like just everything else about it, really. I do really like this track, other than the song. Yeah. Now we got Standing Strength 1, and this one is called Rockstar. Now, I don't really like this song either. The timing just feels a little bit weird. Like, the beat's still there and you're in time, but it feels a bit weird. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of this one either, so we'll just move on. Now, moves-wise, the start's alright, like the rows, and then with the leg lifts added, it's a good move. It starts off fast and it stays fast. The only thing that I've got with it is it's very, very hard to show options between band and plate when you're a solo instructor. Obviously, when you got other people up there, you can have one person on the band, one person with plates and showing the snatch. But if you're just doing the band, you can't really show the snatch with the plates. And if you're just showing the plates, you can't show it without the snatch sort of thing. You'll get what I mean if you're a solo instructor, but it's a bit hard to show the different options, but I do like the move in general. Now, the second main combo, the zigzag wood chop, I do like how it starts off slow. It helps to get everyone to understand it because it's not like an overly simple combo. But when it speeds up and it adds a knee lift, like as it speeds up, it's like way too much. I personally don't like it, and I find most people struggle to understand it. Like it gets a bit too much in their head and it takes too long for them to understand it because by the time they've got it, we're not doing it anymore. So yeah, I find it's a bit too much for this track. So overall, I'm not the biggest fan of this one, but you know, it is what it is. Now standing strength 2, and this one is called Nightbird. Now the song is all right. Like I've definitely heard better, but I do like the start of it, but as soon as the beat drops, I just don't like it. I find it doesn't get me excited or anything. It's just, yeah, not where it's at for me. I feel like I'm being so negative about all these songs. I'm not trying to be. Now moves-wise, on the other hand, a lot of good things to say. The pulse squat with the back taps are really good to start. Easy to understand, people get it. And I do really like the calf raises added in that walk combo, because we don't very often work the calves, so you know, that's really nice change. And I do enjoy when the combo speeds up, like it's not too early, it's long enough that everyone has understood the moves, and then you get to the micro pulses with the lift and press. But yeah, I do really love like the progression of each round. I think this track moves wise is really, really good. I haven't really seen one like this in ages or like forever, but I do really like it for the choreography. It's really good. Now core strength 2, and this one is called Double Dutch. Now, again, sorry, I don't like the song either. It's on the tamer side. It just feels a bit like boring, but it's just not good. I don't know, just something about it's not right. Anyway, now for the moves, I do like the plank pulses to start and then the crunches. It doesn't feel like you're doing them forever, but you're doing them long enough to feel the burn, so that's really good. The oblique combo is a bit confusing to explain, and the other problem is since everyone's lying on their back, they can't really see you, so you have to be really clear about what you're saying, and you know, say it's always on the one side. Like you don't want them to swap sides because, like I said, they just can't see where your legs are going a lot of the time. So yeah, be very, very clear and explain it nice and slowly so that they understand it. But like other than that, it's just the same thing on the other side, and it definitely is a good one for the obliques. Just I find a little bit confusing for that second one, but it's all right. Now core strength 3, and this one's called Eyes on Me. Now the song's all right. It's not very energetic. It's a bit weird to me. Like, I don't know, the song's a bit like wrong, but it's all right. Like, definitely not as bad as some of the others in this. Now for the choreography, I do really love that kneeling cobra combo. It definitely works to get that burn. Like I can say I feel it every single time. It always hurts. And I also really like how it's not overly too long that you feel like dead for the rest of the track, because this one is definitely a track where you tend to feel very, very sore very quickly from it. But yeah, I do like the length of each round sort of thing. And the horse dance with the row added in, I really do like that. Like it's slightly different, but you know, it works really well. And I also really enjoy the scorpion pulse, and then the timing for it, I don't know, it all just works really well. And see, I do also enjoy the linguana? Is that how you say it? I don't know. Just gonna go with linguana. Anyway, I do like that move, but I find lots of the participants struggle to understand what the move is doing and like where they're meant to feel it, sort of thing, because your hands stay on the ground. Like, a lot of them just sort of push through their hands. You have to like really be clear to say like squeeze through your back and through your butt, like not just use your arms, sort of thing. And it is a little bit of a quick change, so it's a bit hard to like explain everything fully, but you know, like I find the track works really well and it definitely burns, so that's great. Now we're on to the 45-minute version ones, and this is the warm-up 45 and it's called Beggin'. Now I'm sure lots of you guys have heard this song too. It's obviously like a bit of a remix, but I do really enjoy it. I find I definitely like the warm-up songs for most core releases, but yeah, it's pretty catchy, fun, and good start to the 45-minute version. Now, my thing with the warm-up 45 choreography, and it has been like this since, from what I can remember, is the moves change very, very quickly and you don't repeat anything. So once you've done one thing like the leg extensions, and once you've done them faster, you then move on to another move and you'll never come back to that. So it just feels like, I don't know, it feels a bit fast. Like, I understand that they're getting you warm everywhere, including like your legs and everything, because you're going to be doing more with that. I feel like I'd like it a bit more if they repeat moves, but you know, like the moves in it are actually pretty good. Like the leg extensions are a good start, as well as the oblique leg drops like they generally have in most warm-ups. But yeah, the hip bridges are good as well. The triple climber combo is, it's a good move to work your obliques, but like I've said before, participants can't really see your legs where like your knees are going, so you have to be clear, you know, front, back, front, back sort of thing, like clear as to where they're taking their knees, because otherwise they'll just literally go 3 on the one spot and not cross it, sort of thing. But the end is good as well with the squat and like kickbacks sort of for the earlier track. But yeah, it works. I just think it feels a bit fast, like it moves a bit quick, but you know, it's a warm-up and it works. It was glute isolation, and this one's called Final Call, and I do really like this song. I personally think it's one of the best ones out of the whole release, if you've heard my last opinions. But yeah, I do really like it and it gets my energy up, so I give it a good start. Now for the moves, the first combo, it feels a little bit weird, like something about it, I don't know. I'm not really the biggest fan of it, but I like the moves individually. Like I love glute bridges and I love clams. They both work really well, but together it just, I don't know, something's not right. And I find a lot of people struggle to like stay lifted in their glutes the whole time. Like it's a very strong move and it does feel a bit awkward, but like, you know, it works and makes you feel the burns. So yeah, bit weird, but works, sort of thing. But I do like how it starts off slow and then speeds up, doesn't just go straight into it like some of the others. But I do really like the glute scissor in it. It's sort of different, but it works and I really like it. And I find a lot of people do actually like the second half of this track really much as well. And I love how it ends with the horse stance pulses, and yeah, it definitely burns the glutes, I'll give it that. Pretty good. Now is the bonus 3 one, which is the standing strength 3, and this song is called We Make Our Way. And Like earlier, I'm sorry, the song's a bit weird. I'm not really a fan of it. Just not it. I don't know. Anyway, now for the choreography, it does start pretty fast, but I don't mind the combo. I do like the walking in it, but the thing I have a problem with is the second combo. I find it's a little bit confusing, especially when it does go faster. Like, a lot of the participants get confused in which way to go. Like, it's just a bit much, especially with that jump in it. It's like, whoa. But, you know, I do appreciate the no burpees. I'll give it that, because I'm not a burpee hater, but they do really like their burpees. So I do quite like this track. So yeah, it's pretty fun, energetic. Yeah, I'll give it that. Now our last one, which is the cool down, and this one is called Cold. I do like the song, it's nice and relaxing. Yeah, but for the moves, the only thing I'll say with that is I'm not really a fan of the alternating 90-90 stretch. It just is a little bit awkward, but you know, anyway, it's just stretch. Now I hope you enjoyed this review. I just want to say, I'm not trying to be negative on things like this. I do really love Les Mills, and especially Les Mills Core. Like, I've been doing it for quite a while now, and I generally love them, but I don't know, for some reason, none of these songs just hit the spot for me. But, you know, they always can't be amazing. So anyway, if you'd like to see more, please let me know, and hope you enjoy your day, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.
Till we hear the final call, let's pretend you'll be forever in my arms.